Welcome to Uzbekistan, Ms. Soussan. It's great to see you in Tashkent, especially for the first time, I understand. It's a wonderful country. And your president has seen it firsthand last year, and I think he has been very impressed as well. It's great to see that the French companies are doing really well in the last several years, and of course, Suez is one of those leading the way. Today, I have several questions to show the Uzbekistan's public the commitment of Suez to the country, but also to explore a little bit your plans. So my first question to you would be that Suez, of course, is a global company which has a history of investment all over the world in various countries. And the question would be, how does Uzbekistan fit into your global investment strategy? And how does Suez global vision align with Uzbekistan's development strategy?
So first of all, I'm very happy to be here. It's a wonderful country, as you mentioned. So Suez is a global leader in water management and waste management. And what we see in Uzbekistan is there is a challenge with water scarcity, like in many countries, water scarcity, quality of water, water management. We have been present in Uzbekistan since 2018. We were one of the first companies to have been active here. Yeah. So very strategic for us. Why strategic? Because with our expertise, we can support the strategy, especially in water, of Uzbekistan for the future. And we are the water or the strategic partner for Uzbekistan for water. And we are very proud to be this strategic partner. We have started in Tashkent with a water management contract. What it is, a water management contract. We have 60 people here in Tashkent, 60 experts. We bring our expertise because innovation is in the DNA of Suez. And we support to modernize the water services and wastewater services and infrastructures in Tashkent. So we start with this project. We will deliver for better resource management of the water. And then our goal is to expand everywhere in Uzbekistan, especially in the area where access to water is an issue. We are working on a PPP project in Sukandaria, for example. We are working on a big wastewater treatment plant for Tashkent. And our strategic objective is to continue and to support the country as the strategic partner to do more.
Thank you very much. And indeed, as a European Business Association in Uzbekistan, what we always try to focus on when talking to our European companies coming to the country and to our partners in Uzbekistan is that European companies come to a market with a very long-term vision and with a plan. Yes. So it's one thing when they hear it from us as a EU business association in Uzbekistan. It's another thing when they hear it from a CEO of a global company. So would you be able to maybe elaborate on what long-term milestones you consider to achieve in Uzbekistan over the next, let's say, decade or so?
So first of all, it's a partnership, and I see also the willingness of Uzbekistan to work in partnership with companies like us, and we bring innovation. We bring a lot of expertise and know-how, but we are willing also to transfer this expertise and this know-how. And that's what we do in the Tashkent contract, to train the future managers of the water business in Uzbekistan. So that's the first thing, and this is long term because you don't do this in a few months. The Tashkent contract is 7 years. Yeah. And then starting from this, expanding in the country. So we have a plan and we have projects, identified projects worth of 5 billion euro for the next 5 to 7 years, either in infrastructure or also in water management services, even waste management services. You know the topic of what do we do with waste. So that's something also that we identify where we can partner with Uzbek authorities. And we see this as the start of a long-standing partnership, and not only alone, with also local partners, but also with companies like we are working with SWS, which is a company from Abu Dhabi, for example. So we look at the best partnership and ecosystem in order to support Uzbekistan the best we can.
Oh, fantastic. And of course, considering you are in a sector which is one of the most critical today, not just in Uzbekistan, in Central Asia and globally, but particularly in Central Asia, when we say that water management and water scarcity based on the UN and international financial institutions assessments, international strategic assessments say that water scarcity in Uzbekistan and Central Asia is one of the biggest global risks for the region. You being a technology company dealing in this sector, maybe you can share some best practices in terms of water management that you can apply in the countries like Uzbekistan specifically, because you are coming in not just as a company that deals with this sector, but you are coming in as a globally experienced company in this sector. Yes. Maybe you can share with us.
So first of all, without water, there is no life. Yeah? So water needs to be at the top of the agenda. And not only no life, there is also no economic development. Because for industrialization, you need water. Yeah? And this topic is becoming more and more critical, yeah, for many, many countries, yeah, and not only Central Asia. And we see more and more industrial customers asking us to find solutions to secure their water supply also. One example, we have a customer in China, a chemical company. They ask us to build a desalination plant for them. It's their desalination plant to secure their water supply. Of course, they are close to the sea, but you see the world is changing, yeah? And water is becoming on top of the agenda because no life and no economic development. So we have, and the solutions are here. We have a lot of solutions, yeah? And solutions for sure depend on countries and on the location of countries. Desalination, you cannot do it if you are not close to a sea, yeah, for sure. So the first is to be able to act on the consumption of water. And to act on the consumption of water, you need to measure, yeah, your consumption. You can only improve what you measure. Yeah. So you have to install what we call smart meters in order that people know what they consume. And with smart meters, we know that the percentage of the reduction of the volume of water is 5 to 10%. We will install smart meters in Tashkent, and this is part of the management contract that I mentioned to you. And the smart meter production will be localized in Tashkent. So that's the part of consumption and awareness of people about what they consume and how they can reduce their consumption. And this is very efficient. The second topic is leakages. In Uzbekistan, you produce potable water and then you have a lot of leakages in your network. By the way, it's the same in many other countries. And in Uzbekistan, it's 30 to 50% of leakages, which is huge. Yeah? So you produce potable water and then there are these leakages. We have digital solutions, and these digital solutions enable to tackle and to reduce these leakages. How do we do that? We have acoustic sensor on the network, and then we can locate the leakage, and then you can fix them very efficiently and with lower investment as if you would replace the whole network. So that's the second area. Then we do also replenishment of groundwater. Yeah, we have technologies, so that's new resources. Reuse of water, which is a big topic. Wastewater. How can you reuse wastewater for agriculture, but also for potable water? In Singapore, potable water comes from 100% for reusing and treating wastewater. So all these solutions exist. Yeah. And I already mentioned two that we are implementing in Tashkent. And then we have the topic of energy, which is also important for the country. And with wastewater, with a sludge of wastewater, we can produce energy. So you do a wastewater treatment plant, you build a wastewater treatment plant, and this wastewater treatment plant is able to produce more energy than it consumes. And we have these technologies. And this is things which are also interesting for Uzbekistan, and we look at the moment at a big wastewater treatment plant in Tashkent.
Yeah, having companies like that bring the latest global technologies and know-how, I think, is rather disruptive for an economy that is developing, that is aiming to achieve, as we heard the President say, great ambitious goals in terms of its economic development. And your role, of course, here in that sector is, again, as timely as it is important. But what I want to turn to a slightly more personal topic. The moment I saw your profile, this question jumped out of me as a father of two wonderful girls. This is more about leadership. And you had, anybody who would look at your profile, one can say that you had an incredibly career over the years in a very different environments, in Europe, in Asia, in different cultures, where you have immersed and succeeded and achieved things that many people, no matter their profile, would be difficult to overcome. Central Asia has 80 million people. So today I'm looking beyond Uzbekistan. And over 50% of that population is under 30. About half of them are young women and girls. And what I would like to ask you today is to share 3 career lessons from your experience that could inspire and empower the next generation in Central Asia, and again, particularly young women, to achieve their professional ambitions and goals.
Very interesting question. So the first thing which comes in my mind is believe in yourself and trust yourself. Why? Because young women, and I saw many of them because I'm a mentor of many young women, they don't trust, and it's a woman's thing probably, yeah? They don't trust themselves, yeah? Enough. Yeah? When you offer to them a career opportunity, the first reaction is, oh, can I do that? Yeah. A man would never react like this. Never would say, yes, of course I can do that. So believe in yourself and trust yourself. Yeah. That's the first topic I would mention. Then the second is believe in diverse teams and build, not only believe, but build diverse teams. And diverse is gender diverse, but also diverse in terms of different culture and different point of view. Why? Because when you have a team who is diverse, you will make better decisions, and it's proven. And if you allow also this team to speak up and say what they think, then you are 100% sure, or you can never be 100%, 99%, that you will take the right decisions if you have this diverse team and different opinions. So that's also key. So believe in that, in diversity, and not only gender, more in general. So the diversity of opinions, of cultures, etc. And the third thing, especially for women, this one, is stay yourself. Stay yourself. What do I mean with this? Don't try to look or to be like a man. Yeah. There are some differences, and these differences are very powerful. So keep them and stay yourself.
That's a very good comment, and I'm sure all the people who will watch us will take note of that. Thank you very much again for being here, spending your time with us. Europe-Uzbekistan Association for Economic Cooperation. I hope next time when you come to Uzbekistan, we have a chance to introduce you to women leaders, not just from Uzbekistan, but in Uzbekistan from across Central Asia, who have listened and seen this interview. Thank you very much, Mrs. Soussan.
Thank you.
And we are looking forward to welcome you again in Tashkent.
I look forward to coming back. Thank you.